Did you like last week's? I was like, hello!
That's why I was laughing so hard, is because that's how you came on. Because I'm always making fun of you when you change your persona a little bit.
Hey, I am who I am. I'm this way all the time, right? So I think we'll just use this as the intro, and so welcome back.
We're thrilled to have you here.
Yes, we are. So you've been going through a lot, JoAnn. You've been going through a lot with your family, and wow, so much love to you.
Thank you.
We are going to start offering something, and it's a big, cool thing, and we're so excited to do this. And I don't want to give you too many details to spoil all the fun. However, you've been kind of watching us for a while now, wondering, okay, what's next? I know JoAnn's been wondering what's next. But we would like to bring you an offering of a personal good news reading. And there's going to be a lot more details coming out on the website and the Facebook page about how to purchase that. And it's basically going to be your own personal card reading with us and your own personal activation. So stay tuned for that, because we're very excited to do this.
And we're excited because the whole point for everybody is to be of service on this planet. And right now there is so much going on this planet, and people are like, whoa, what's going on? What are these feelings I'm having? What's my reason for being here? What's my purpose, And then what makes it a little different is not only do we have a reading all about you, and the readings aren't just about the cards. There ends up being channeling going on and everything else. And then we have an activation to help you seal that in, to help this become a part of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very exciting. And we're coming in with an introductory offer that's really sweet. So, yeah.
Yes.
Keep an eye out.
And I like that. The cards, reflect that truth inside of us. And so, even though, we're going to pull the card and sit in your energy and talk about the energies around you and do the channeling, it's all about what's already inside that Christ-like energy, Christ light energy inside of you. And I guarantee that when you get this, you'll say, wow, like, I knew that was in there. And eventually you're going to be able to tap into that yourself and explore that on your own. And in the activation, I love how you say how that it's going to help embody that message so that you can tap back into that energy at any time. And that's yours. That's not something we give you. That's not something outside of you. Because we're all one, and we're just tapping into that oneness that we all are part of, right?
That's right. And so the information comes through for you, for whoever we're working with. That information, the activation, that isn't made up by me. That comes to me for you, for whoever we're reading for. And I love what you said about that information's in there. You kind of know it's in there, but everybody needs a little bit of validation.
Right.
And so this comes through as an amazing validation of what you already know.
So why don't we ask ourselves a question and pull a card? And we do that typically on the episodes, but we're going to try to model this pretty much like how we're going to do the offering. However, what's different is the question's going to be for JoAnn and I. We'll read that, and then we'll do our own activation around it. What do you think?
That's perfect.
So I'm thinking of using the Oracle of the Seven Energies, which is Colette Baron Reed's most recent deck. And it's a little different than her other ones. It's a pretty cool. It's focused on seven energy centers. She doesn't call them chakras, but they're similar, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm thinking about. Well, let me ask you, JoAnn. Do you have a question? Because I usually come up with a question.
Let me think here for a minute. I know it's hard for me to think of one just for you and me. It's kind of like, oh my God, it's so easy to say. In this, we're in a little bit of chaos right now. Everybody. And, if you sit real still, you can feel the chaos is simply around you. It's not within you if you're being still. So maybe we need to ask, what is it we need to know to stay in this place of peace
Hmm.
during all this chaos?
And I think that this is perfect for all of us, for you
That's what I think too.
and for anybody that's going to be watching this whenever they watch this. So
Absolutely.
can you
Absolutely.
can you restate the question?
I said that 30 seconds ago now, and I'm supposed to remember it.
Good.
Uh,
How do you,
what could, what do we need to know in order to stay in a place of peace during this chaotic time?
for our highest good and the good of all?
Absolutely.
Hmm. And I asked you to restate it because I couldn't remember it. No, I felt the essence of it.
Yeah.
Hmm. This is a card that my one of our co-mentors, Wendy Sexton, pulls a lot.
What
Um,
does it say at the bottom? I can't read it.
so it is number 38, and it says endless possibilities.
Oh my God, that almost makes me cry. And you take the number down, it's an 11. So it's a major
Yeah.
number. It's new beginnings, endless possibilities. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yes. And so she divides this deck into, like I said, seven energy centers, and this card number 38 is part of the sixth energy center. And so I'm just going to read, and she calls that light. Intuition, vision, imagination, prescience, knowing, perception, and mental states. So that's like the overall theme of that energy center. I actually also have, uh, so the element is light, the color is purple, the musical note associated is A, and then I read the key concepts. So I will read the card now. So during this chaotic time, what do we need to know to stay in peace for our highest good and the good of all? Unlimited potential, moving beyond limiting beliefs in the filter of an unhealed past, using your awareness to discern what is possible, and having the courage to leap beyond even that. You look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. That filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities or various degrees of limitation and a finite range of options. When your expectations, unconscious or otherwise, are based on lack, it's difficult to see what is truly available to you. Today, ask yourself what you believe. Are there limitless potential outcomes to align your energy with? Do you know intuitively that there is more to life than meets the eye? And are you willing to act on that knowledge? As you believe, so will it be for you, as your energy will attract its match in the outer world. Conditions meet expectations. Either your world remains the way it is in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you in a more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with the divine. Today, stand with open arms, knowing that you are stepping into beauty, into experiences that are potent and transformative. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and toward what will be. You are more than you were. Now, what is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You just need to believe it. Mic drop.
That's right. That's right. What do you say all the time? You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, that was
That,
really
that,
powerful. I mean, I got
that
goosebumps everywhere.
absolutely. It's exactly where we are, what's possible. We can stand in peace or we can stand in fear, and we will manifest whichever one of those that we stand in. We will have the experience that we hold within us.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is to understand that we are the power, that we are making that decision. No one's making that decision for us. I
Yeah.
don't care what it looks like outside of us. This is our world. This is our book, our story, each one of us. So we can put our energy, our vibration into what it looks like on the outside right this moment and continue this type of world, or we can keep our vibration up where we know it is and how it's been fed all the light and power to do this right this moment, and we can usher people into peace. You know, I know it sounds way too simple for some people, but there's so much light coming into this planet that people are finally thinking, okay, simple is good. Simple is good. That's how it was created in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, uh, of course, I am my safety. I am my power. I am peace. You know, I am God. I am the Christ within. And it is time for peace on this planet. And this whole election business has very little to do with that.
Right. That's a distraction, right? That,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I was
We,
really getting sucked into all of that. And so I had to really step back and remind myself, where my attention flows, my energy goes. So yeah, that's a distraction. You got to really detach and hold that loosely. I want to be aware
absolutely.
and informed and responsible and all that stuff. However, what's really important is that light inside of us and that ascension process. And that I love moving beyond limiting beliefs. I'm really taking another look at that because, as we do this work, there's levels, right? And we go to that next level, and you're like, oh man, there's still all these limiting beliefs going on. And I cleared some of them, and then it just kind of exposes the next set of them, right? And I'm going deeper into that what does it really look like on a day-to-day basis when I'm coming from fear? Because I like to say intellectually in my head, oh, I'm not fear-based, I'm all about peace and love. But to really, really tease apart my day and my actions and what I say and where my thoughts are directed, and like, why am I thinking about that right now at this time? Whatever that thought is and where is that coming from? And really, really, peeling. I mean, talk about peeling those layers and being present with your purpose and your motive behind that thought. So this really reminded me of that. And when we're able to, I love how it says, you are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and toward what will be. You are more than you were. I love that. I absolutely love that. Now it's
Yeah,
like, and then there's a challenge. Now, is that what you want? The treasure's yours. You just have to believe it. And I would go further and say, know it. Because for me, belief means there could still be doubt, you know,
yeah,
but knowing is truth.
right. And it takes an effort, okay? But the effort can be a little less foreboding than you think sometimes, because if you have a thought and you think this feels like fear, you can also just talk to your angels and say, I see the fear in this. Can you just take that? Just take that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we can dig down. Sometimes we want to dig down and see where it came from. Other times we don't. Other times we just want to say, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all the fear that comes through my mind. So
Right.
I'm saying, angels, teachers, guides, my Christ self, I release this to you. It
We're
does
not
not
alone.
it does not serve me.
Yeah, we're not doing this alone. Thank you for that reminder, right? We're co-creators, we're in
Absolutely.
this together. Yeah, you don't have to figure this out. You don't have to be the one figuring out your thoughts and all that. I mean, you can just say, here, help me.
Yeah, and when you do that, you'll be led to the next thing.
Absolutely.
You'll be led to a book or a person that you want to work with or any number of things, or you'll see an instant sign, like about the time you say, I'm tired of this, I don't want any more of this fear, your doorbell will ring and somebody will bring you a Starbucks and you weren't even expecting it. You got to pay attention to the signs all the time, and they're there. The
Yeah.
good ones are there.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about time you get in that space to take us on a journey and an activation to seal this endless possibilities, this light.
Absolutely. I am just blown away by that card. I just love that. So let's all just get quiet. Just get quiet for an instant. Get ready for a little journey, just like Marianne said. Take deep breaths into your heart. See your heart light shining, your heart light, whatever color you see. Sometimes it changes. And then there's your Christ light, which is a golden white light that is there always, always, always. Make sure your whole entire body is filled with that light and that it is overflowing from within you to outside of you. Talk about abundance. There is no lack of abundance. Your Christ light is never ending. You can saturate the mother with it 24/7, the Mother Earth. So just know that it's always there. Okay, here's what we're doing today. Yeah. Here it comes. We are saturating every polling place in this country. We are saturating anyone working with this election. And I assure you, some of those that we are saturating with this glorious Christ light will not appreciate it. And those are the ones we really, really, really want to saturate. And we don't know who they are. We don't need to know who they are. All we know is that we are saturating not just Mother Earth, but the United States of America, the Republic of America. We are saturating. It is almost, there are no borders. You honestly cannot even see these United States because it is a huge, huge golden light. And in that golden light, in the rays that come up from it, that you're looking at, you hear music and drumming and laughter. And you know, at this point, you know, there is no believing, there is no hoping. You know that peace is the outcome you came here to experience. Every single one of us came here to experience paradise on earth this lifetime. And now, just looking and seeing and hearing, you know that's possible. You know that's probable. You know that is happening this very moment. And as we seal that, as we see and hear and visualize how we see this peace, you know that it's there. Nothing can stop it. Everything may not reflect this for the next few weeks, days. It doesn't matter. That's just the end. You know, when something ends, something brand new blossoms, and we're just experiencing a little bit of the end, but we know what's coming. And so we shine this light of knowing, and we shine it 24/7 in our homes, in our offices, in our beds. We shine this light and we spread this unending light. We get in a car and we get on a freeway, man, we spread that light. And you will never know how many people that you influence, and it doesn't matter, but you have just done a marvelous, marvelous thing for peace and for paradise. And this is something you take with you, and you do this every single day. You wake up in the morning and you say, my light is amped up so high. My Christ light is spreading to everyone I think about, everybody I pass on the road, everybody I see and can't see across this country and across this globe. And they feel the peace, they feel the paradise. They know that's what is. Take a deep breath. Bring that feeling back into your heart. And know that it never leaves. This is what we came here for. And it is done. It is done. It is done.
And so it is, my friend. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Namaste.